So this arrived yesterday. It's a drum that was on eBay and was referred to on the Facebook Bodhran page, so I followed that up and bought it. It's a Brendon White, and it's a double skinned, made around 2009-2010 according to the guy that sold it to me, and I'm sort of trying to get used to it, really. I have got a couple of big drums. I've got a couple of Belgarths. One's actually 20 inches. This one's 18 inches. So, and I've got a TR head as well, which I think's, I'm not sure how big that is, but most people know. I don't think it's quite as big as this, but it may be. And yeah, I mean, obviously the Belgarths aren't taped, and neither is this on the outside, although the TR head has got that sort of line of invisible tape, hasn't it? So, you know, it's quite interesting when you get a new drum, and it is very different to, you know, the O'Kanes and Shawnee McGraths and drums like that, of which I play as well. And this has got crossbars. I normally take them out, but because there's so much space behind them, I'm not going to sort of worry too much. So these are my first sort of tinkerings with it, really. Even just deciding which, there's obviously a spine line on the skin, but you know, which way round, bearing in mind the crossbars limit the rotation of it to some degree. So anyway, I thought you might be interested in, you know, a little snippet here and there. I'll move back a bit so you can see a bit more of the drum. Maybe a bit less of me. It's not a bad idea. So I'm just experimenting with it. That's the other thing. How slack the skin. I've got it fairly slack here at the moment, so I suspect most people would play it tighter than that, but it's not got a bad tonal range for a sort of fairly large drum. It's got that sort of boominess, but I guess that's what marks big drums apart from taped smaller drums. So that was with a fairly large, oh, I can't think of the name of them, these turbo sticks, are they called? That's a Hedowich shack stick. I normally make my own. So if I just tighten up the tensioners a bit, the guy did send a nice little tensioning tool. I suspect there'll be a sort of much harder sound now. So that's sort of hitting a quite boomy range as well. Let's turn it around slightly more. I suspect that's more comfortable for the drum, really, in terms of tension. But you get a hell of a big kick there if you want it. And then using a bit of wood, so all in all, quite a learning curve. And it did really make me think, this drum, about, you know, you hear opinions about drums. I saw recently there were some posts about the Bavarian header wishak maker, and from, you know, almost wouldn't be seen dead with one to I love it, it's my favourite drum. And of course that's what makes all the different Bodhrans special. But I think it's also about you and me and how we relate to our drums. And I think, you know, even just thinking about the tension on this drum, which stick to use, where to play it, which orientation to play it in, and of course that applies to all my other drums. And I'm not sure I've got half of it right by any means. And that could be an argument for sticking to one drum all your life and having a sort of monogamous relationship with that drum. But on the other hand, experiencing how all those drums sort of react in different ways and how I react to them is very uplifting and inspiring in a way, because you think, I'm never going to run out of learning about this. You could never be complacent about how you relate to any of those drums. I've got a whole stack of them here, and they're all different, like I know many of you have. So thank you, Brendon White, and thank you, Leo, who sold me this drum. And thank you to everybody on our Facebook page, because it is inspiring and you learn so much. And what a hell of a journey. I hope we all have a lot more journeys together, especially with other musicians as well, because of course it's all very well sitting on your own playing a Bodhran, but I play in quite a few sessions in a band, and that's where the kicks really start. So thanks anyway for my listening to my rambles, or maybe switching it off pretty quick.